Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning, ladies and gentlemen, to Global Impromptu Speaking session number 201st. Thank you so much for joining in today, and thank you so much for helping us achieve 200 sessions. And today is our first session after 200 sessions, which is going to be very refreshing, very new, and with our very new, our recently joined Toastmaster. She's from Sri Lanka. Her name is Kumudu. This is her maiden role today as Topics Master. Let's see how she is going to handle this session and how we are going to respond her questions, our topics. Ladies and gentlemen, you will be speaking for minimum 1 minute and maximum 2 minutes and 30 seconds, and you will be managing your time by yourself. Manage in your head, in your mind, and put your thoughts across. Here, you will be listening for the rest of the session, except 2 minutes plus minus, where you will be putting your thoughts across, sharing your stories or anything. But remaining session, for the remaining session, you will be respecting other people or giving them respect while listening to them. Ladies and gentlemen, I will not take much of your time, but to hand over this digital podium to Toastmaster Komaru. Please give her thunderous round of applause and to feel and make her feel great, as this is her maiden role. Ladies and gentlemen, Toastmaster Kumru, all the way from Sri Lanka. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Amjad, and greetings to all. So I am the topic master of today. I have come up with the topics, and this is I'll put the speaking order. So I think it would be easy for you.
No need to put the speaking order. Whoever who has come first, whatever you have ordered selected as the first come first service, you should start doing it.
Okay.
So you are making the list
today,
of the first come first serve, no?
Yes.
So just go with it one by one.
First speaker today, Toastmaster Savita. Your topic is?
Yes, please.
What life lesson did you learn the hard way? What life lesson did you learn the hard way?
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Komodo. And my greetings to everyone present here. Life, when you are young, it's a very rosy thing. You see world as your parents show you. And when you grow up in teenagers, still you feel so nice about everything. But after that, real struggle starts when you are in your career line, trying to achieve something, and then in the family way, adjusting in different atmosphere. There are so many tribulations at that stage and so much learning is also there. That stage. There's so many things we learned actually. Not even, I cannot say that one thing I learned or somebody learns in the process in our life journey. Difficult lessons when we are adolescent or when we are in that life, we don't know how to, you accept things, because when you are small, when you are in the shelter, in the protected atmosphere with your parents and with your near and dear ones, you have your free will. You can say anything, you can do anything. But when you step out of that protected atmosphere, there are so many challenges. Then you have the real pace of life, adjusting to the situations, compromising. And there are things like there is other side of the world also that you don't know. Yes, I learned that life is not only goody goody and rosy rosy. There are tribulations, and each step you're learning so many things. Yes, I think any human being goes through that phase, learning to adjust, learning to compromise, learning that life is not that easy. You have to put your best foot forward to get anything in the life. Yes, that is a phase, and then you become strong, more strong in life. Yes. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster Kumudu.
Thank you, Toastmaster Savita. Nice message you shared with us. Our timer is today Toastmaster Prasad Kanishamurthy, and our next speaker, Toastmaster Akshay. Your topic is, do you think crying is a sign of weakness or strength? Do you think crying is a sign of weakness or strength?
Yes, good evening. Could you repeat the topic, please? Hello?
Yes, we
Can
can
you
hear
hear
you.
me?
We can
Akshay.
hear.
No,
We
but
can-
could you repeat the topic?
We
That's
can
it.
hear. We can hear you, but we want to listen to you also.
No, you have to you have to know this. Could you
So
repeat the topic?
the topic is in the chat.
Yes,
So you,
topic is, do you think crying is a sign of weakness or strength? It is in the chat box.
I'm visually impaired actually, but I heard actually this crime is a weakness or
Strength.
Weakness or
crime.
strength?
Crime. Okay.
Crying,
Crime. Okay. Crime is a
not
um,
crying, Papa. Crying.
crying,
Rona,
weeping.
crying.
Ah.
Okay, I got it. Okay. Sometimes we are losing someone, especially our adult one. And because of this, we are mourning. It is about strength because, as per my opinion, we are remembering him. And that's the bond, I would say. And many times it happens. We are praying for God. We are weeping in front of God, saying, God, please give me this, please give me this. And sometimes we are very nervous. We are weeping and we are praying to God that our exams or the contest should be very successful. As per me, I would say crying is like a strength because if you cry, then God will give us
Green.
most strength. And whoever passes away from our family or our well-wisher, we are crying and
Yellow.
we are remembering him. All in all, I would say crying is just like a strength. What do you mean to say, Toastmaster Kumudu, on this? Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Akshay, for the beautiful thoughts. Our next speaker, Toastmaster Umar. Are you ready?
Oh, depends on the topic. Just kidding.
Right. Your topic is, would you break the law to save a loved one? Would you break the law to save a loved one?
Would I break the law to save the loved one? That is a good question. See, it depends on who is the loved one. Just kidding. No, I would never break the law to save the loved one. Maybe I will try to work out a way to how we can follow the law and obey the rules and still save the loved one. Because breaking the law is an extreme measure that you'll take. Then when there is no hope, there are no possibilities, then you are thinking, okay, this is the end of the road. Now I have to break the law. Why think in terms of obstacles? Why think in terms of negativity? If you are training your mind to think in terms of possibilities, you will see a lot of possibility. There is no only one road. There are many roads that can go to a single destination. So why you are choosing to go easy way? Breaking the law will be easy. Yeah, you will break the law. You may steal something, steal the medicine from the hospital, and to save your loved one, maybe rob a bank or something. You can do that, but at the end of the day, your consciousness that you have, the person that lives inside you, are you doing justice to that person? Will you be able to live with that person? Those regrets will weigh you down, and they will haunt you for the rest of your life. You did something wrong. You did something unjust. So I am a person who is a realist, at the same time optimist. You have to stay in the reality. What is the reality? At the same time, you have to see all the possibilities that are there. There can be there. Lateral thinking. Don't think in some certain way, the way we are programmed. Think in terms of uniqueness, different ways of possibility. There is no single road. I always say multiple roads are converging to the destination you want to reach. If you want to save the loved one, think in terms of goodness. Think in terms of ways that you can do good. And I'm sure you will find a lot of ways you can save your loved one beside breaking the law. Over to you, David.
Thank you, Toastmaster Umar, for the great decision. Our next speaker, Toastmaster Babu Gupta. Your topic is, if not now, then when? If not now, then when?
Let me tell you that how many times I have asked this question to myself. But the main thing is that do I really stand on that question, that if not now, then when? We always say that we will not procrastinate. But what do we do in reality? I have experienced it with myself, that I always keep saying to me that I will have to do this thing right now. I can't delay, because someone has said the thing you want to do tomorrow, do it today. And the thing you want to do today, do it now. But this statement is a very big statement. And the person who has said this, he was a very big person who has sacrificed his luxurious life of a prince and has become a saint. For all of us, it is difficult to do it now. But if we keep asking us this question, that if not now, then when? Then it is going to help us. It is going to improve us, and it is going to develop us as a whole. That's why I always say and agree that keep asking yourself this question, that if not now, then when? Because we are natural procrastinators. And if we won't ask this question to ourselves, we will not stop procrastination at any level of our life. Thank you, and back to the table, Dr. Master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Babu Gupta. Our next speaker, Toastmaster Sherman Pires. Your topic is it better to be an only child or to be a part of large family? Is it better to be an only child or to be a part of a large family?
Madam Table Topic Master, Global Interference, I would like to be a large family. If he's going to be an only child, there are some, you can hear me? No? Yeah.
Yes.
There are some lot of the benefits also. You get all the whole wealth and your parents' love, your relatives and everything you get. But when it comes to the love or when it comes to the relationships or sharing or caring with your thoughts, and somebody should be there by the side of you to support you and at least to play, to learn or anything. If all the large families, you get support from because of your enemies or other people trying to annoying you or having tribulation, you have the large family support. If you have the large family support, you have the strength because you are well-connected family or a number of people are there to support you when in trouble. Not only that, when it comes to the entertainments or having parties or any other things, and even I can say now today my daughter delivered a baby 3-4 days ago, and I have 2 daughters, so the daughter is supporting her. So because only child, you can see, just imagine, even my wife can't handle all these things alone. So because of I have 2 daughters, so that means we are expecting the large families, at least 3 or 2 or 3. The earlier in the history, some of my the relatives have 7, 8 or 10 children in family. So they are at the beginning they are struggling, but after some time they have a number of the cousins and nephews or any other persons to have your happy times or sad times. You can share with you all these people. Over to you, Madam Table Topic Master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sherman, and congratulations to the big family. Our next speaker, Toastmaster Geeta. Your topic is, when you are 80 years old, what will matter to you the most? When you are 80 years old, what will matter to you the most?
Thank you so much for that wonderful topic. When I'm 80 years old, I would have faced all the trials and tribulations of my life. I would have faced the ups and downs of my life. And I would then, what would be important for me? Certainly the peace of mind would be very, very important to me. Nothing else would have mattered, I think so. Nothing, no. All our life, we are running after money. We are running after a good career. We are doing so many things that are at the same time. We bother about relationships. We bother about money. We want to have a big house. We want to have a big career. But at the age of 80, we realize all these things are futile. All these things we will not be able to take with us. When we die, close to our death, what would matter is spirituality. I think that time would be the time when I would love to be in isolation. Of course, I would love to have my family members close to me. I would love to, family members would be very, very dear because I would really need them. I would need them. There would be tougher times ahead, and then I would need them to support me. But the most important thing would be my spirituality, because I'm now going very close to my final destination. After the beautiful journey of my life, the final destination is close by. So I would spend time to make that destination sweet for me forever. And I would love to have my loved ones close to me. But I think money and a big house and all these things will become totally useless at that time. So Why not start thinking about it right now, rather to wait to get 80 years old and then start thinking about all that? Let us right now start thinking that all what we have been doing, all that we have been running after, is useless so long we would all, the most important thing is the peace of mind, the joy, the happiness, the serenity. That is what I would really love to have. With that, I end. Back to you, Table Topic Master.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Geeta, and we wish you the best. Our next speaker, Toastmaster Jesse. Your topic is, if you had to teach something, what would you teach? If you had to teach something, what would you teach?
Kumudu, it is if I had to take something, or
Okay.
is that what I have to take? I didn't hear it properly.
Teaching.
If I had to teach something.
Teach.
Okay. Fellow Toastmasters and table topic master Kumudu, good morning. As here it is good morning. If I had to teach anything, I would teach the children or anyone to love one another, which is so very important. More than that, to love God and one another is our spiritual teaching. But I would say that if you love one another, you will, that itself is enough for God. There is so much hatred, so much of competition, so much of that's purely because we say we have to love one another, but everyone is in competition with one another. And when you are in competition, you want to put down, you want to find loopholes to get even or get over somebody. But if you love a person, there is no competition, there is no rivalry, there is no everything in the world can be avoided simply because we are in love and we want other person to excel. That's what is the life crux is. When you motivate the other person, when you see the other person, automatically you are elevated. There's a saying, when you help the other person to cross the river, your boat is already crossed. That's it. But it is hard to understand when we are young. So if I have to teach anyone, old or young, I would simply teach that let the other person take the front. Just keep loving them, and you will be loved for it, and your way will be clear. That is my teaching principle. That is my teaching principle, Kumudu.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jesse, for the sharing of the lovely thoughts. Our next speaker, Toastmaster Naveed. Your topic is, good co-workers are like good neighbors. Good co-workers are like good neighbors.
Thank you very much, Madam Table Topic Master TM Komodu, and good evening to all of you. My topic for today is, good co-workers are like good neighbors. Well, many of the time in my childhood, and even you have seen, whenever we needed something urgently, the first thing comes in mind when the shops are closed and when you will not find anywhere, you will find the thing at your neighborhood. Just go to their home, ring the bell and say it, and you will get it, because they have also came to us for something, because we help each other, and that is the life. When I talk about the co-workers, many of the times I faced difficulties, and last time I was having problem in my Excel sheet, and I was not getting the solution in the formula. So just I went to my coworker and said to him that I am facing this problem. He understood whole the scenario and instantly gave me the solution. Even he didn't give me the formula, he just gave me the hint that it will be solved in this way. I said, wow, you are such a genius. So yes, whenever you face the difficulty, your neighborhood, your coworker will solve you. And on the other hand, on the flip side, they will need you whenever they will have any difficulty. And what is the solution? Just go and just help them. And when you help them, they will treat you good. Even if you cannot help them, you can suggest them who will or who can help you. So yes, it is true that good coworkers are like good neighbors. When you need them, they will help you. So thank you very much, Table Topic Master, PM Kumar.
Thank you, Toastmaster Naveed. That's true. So our next speaker, Toastmaster Prashant. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yes. Your topic is, which is worse, failing or never trying? Which is worse, failing or never trying?
Yeah. Greetings to all my global improve partners. And for me, the topic is failing or never trying. So such a nice, wonderful topic assigned to me. So for me, the failing is the my first choice rather than never trying. So we always learn a lot from the mistake which we are doing. And the same time from each mistakes which we are doing, the our learning multiply accordingly. So till the time we will not try for anything, we don't know what should be the outcome. So uh, for me, we have to always go beyond our comfort zone and try to do whatever we want. And if there is any extraordinary problem, we never think, okay, this is the problem is not I'm going to solve. Because if you think about the current digital era, no one think about basically the Tesla can launch these type of cars. And well, there are lots of innovation is happening around this world. If we just uh, uh, sorry, if not able to thought as a such a ambitious manner, so we are not able to achieve what at this moment we are as a human at this moment are. So just go for it, just try your best, never think about the result. Even the our famous book of Hindu mythology is the Gita. So say, never believe on the outcome, just do your work, things will be automatically sorted out for you. So this is my take on this topic. Over to you, Kumodo.
Thank you, Toastmaster Prashant, for sharing with us nice thoughts. Our next speaker, Toastmaster Jaya. Your topic is, what impact do you want to leave the world? What impact do you want to leave on the world?
A very good evening to Global Impromptu friends, members, and your guests. What impact do you want to leave for all?
The world.
Well, it's a very difficult. I guess my good qualities. Um, we should leave a sample to the world, um, such as doing social work, um, each other. Uh, what is realize and show that we are all one. No matter what class, nationality, or culture, which is very important. As you know, uh, the world is being divided, terrorists, and blaming each other, putting each religion down, which I never want to happen. Um, helping people and determined kids, and what else? And of course, if I get a chance in my life, uh, impact, like building school, a center, whatever, which will be useful for people and the kids in this world, like um, such as Mother Teresa and other great men who I look up to. If I can do that, sure. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jaya, for your authentic thoughts. Our next speaker is Toastmaster Ajay. Are you there?
Yes.
Yes. Your topic is stealing to feed a starving child wrong? Is stealing to feed a starving child wrong?
Is stealing to feed a starving child wrong? Wonderful. Good evening, everyone, on the Global Impromptu Forum. It's a wonderful topic because it has both aspects: stealing, which is ethically wrong, whereas you're feeding a starving child, which is ethically right in that sense, or at least it is an element where we express our compassion towards people. Now, whether stealing is right to feed a starving child or stealing is wrong. In my opinion, stealing per se is wrong. Stealing for any reason is wrong, for a simple reason that it violates the basic ethics. We don't know what we are stealing, number one, in the sense of what is the value of the thing which we are stealing from someone. Maybe that particular thing is more valuable to the person from whom we are stealing it. We don't know that. So that's one aspect which makes stealing very wrong. If I were to feed a starving child, I would rather approach that person and say, look, here is a child who is starving. Is it possible that you could go ahead and give me this? Maybe I can pay you later, and in kind, in cash, whatever it is. But at this moment, do you have the same compassion for this child because he's starving? And in my opinion, that if we approach a person in that aspect, in that particular manner, definitely there would be some compassion, because compassion is universally present in all of us. You like it or you don't like it. Some it is deep-seated, some it is very, very superficial. People are very compassionate. So I feel that probably I wouldn't steal, at least to feed a starving child. I would rather go and approach him or her in a proper way and say, okay, this is the situation. Can you spare this food or whatever it is to help this starving child? And in all probabilities, if I approach it in the right perspective, with an aspect of compassion, with an aspect of gratitude towards that person, I'm confident that I will be able to procure that food or whatever is required to feed that starving child. And that, in my opinion, is the only way we can do right things. Because if I'm stealing and feeding that starving child, probably I'm sending a wrong message to the child itself. And that is the last thing I would like to do. Over to you, Toastmaster Kumud. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ajay, for doing the justify the topic. So our next speaker, Toastmaster Dinesha. Are you there?
Yes, Toastmaster Kumudu.
Yes, right. Your topic is why does an empty vessel make more noise? Why does an empty vessel make more noise?
Good evening to you all impromptu family members. Empty vessels makes more noise. It's a saying that we heard from our childhood. Uh, I actually don't know why empty vessels may make noise, but it reflects our lives. If we are empty, we make more noise. If a person is mature, he never get emotional. He can control himself totally, and he will not hurt even for those who hurts him physically or mentally. Not even word or a thought. That is how they are doing their things. That because they are full vessels, not empty, totally full. That is how we should be like on, we should do the things. If we are empty, then only we make bigger, much noise because we want to cover up our uh, our shortcomings, our errors, our wrongdoings. That's why we want to make more noise. If we are very uh, conversant and we know the things and we do it very well. We don't want to make noise and make more excuses. What happened? That is not wanted either. So I think as that, I totally agree with you, Toastmaster Kumudum. Empty vessels make more noise. That is how our life, and we should fill up our lives. Then no, we don't need to make any noise. Over to you, Toastmaster Kumudum.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dinesha. You built a nice story. So our next speaker, Toastmaster Ishwari. Are you there? Toastmaster Ishwari? Right.
Yes.
Right. Your topic is a king is not born. A king is made. A king is not born. A king is made.
We can correlate this one with our life. Normally, if we take Toastmasters also, a leader is not born. He is made by his own activities and his experience throughout the journey. Likewise, a king is also not born. Sometimes he may become a king because of the situational decision. For example, if we take the leaders, the next step leaders, who are the children of the former leaders. Sometimes they became as a leader because of their father is a leader. That is the situational leadership. Likewise, normally they can develop by experience, by learning from the everything around them. By that, they can become as a king made from the life. They can learn the things from the life. So that's why I justify that as we can compare that with our life. We are not born with every talents or skills. We can, by experience, by practice, by learning throughout of a journey, we can become a powerful or skillful person that is made throughout the journey. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ishwari. That's a lovely speech. Next, our Toastmaster Prasad. Toastmaster Prasad, your topic is life is like riding a bicycle. To keep balance, you must keep moving. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep balance, you must keep moving.
Topic master and fellow Toastmasters and guest. Life is like a bicycle. To keep the balance, you have to keep moving. In a road, there are ups and downs. Like in our life also, we face difficulties and sometimes we face very easy things. But in a bicycle, if you have to continuously move, you have to pedal the bicycle. And you have to, in order to keep the balance, you have to keep pedaling it. In life also, you have to try things. You have to continuously try things. You should not give up. For example, I failed in my first interview. As balancing the bicycle, if I worried about that, if I stopped there, I would not get the place where I am. I had a balance in that situation. I learned from that mistake and I attempt second time during the next year. And now I got selected to the post and I have 3 years experience now. So like that, in every life, there will be challenges and obstacles. So you have to keep moving. In Toastmasters, we joined like a small cat, but you see the world champions like roaring in the stage like lions. So they are keep moving to balance and to win their life. So life is like a bicycle. To balance, you have to keep moving. Over to you, topic master.
Wonderful experience, Toastmaster Prasad. Thank you. Our last speaker today, Toastmaster Amjad. Hi there. Toastmaster Amjad.
I think he is busy. Someone can give you the topic by that time.
I think now today I have covered, yes, everyone.
Who would like to give topic to Toastmaster Komodo?
Let me give a topic to her.
Okay, go ahead, please.
Toastmaster Komodo, topic for you is very, very simple. When the going gets tough, the tough get going. When the going gets tough, the tough get going. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ajay and my dear friends. The things in the life we have to face is not easy. But if we can everything as a challenge, and if we can analyze it one by one, it's not a big task. We can achieve everything. Then it will definitely, I know it will not a big task to everyone. Take challenges, take everything, any changes as a challenge, and happily. That means we should be in a positive mind. For instance, in this COVID situation, in my house, I have to face a lot of family issues, but everything I take as it's a good opportunity. Especially in my job, I got a salary cut in 50%, but I take it as an opportunity, and I adjusted to spend my life within that packet of salary. If we can flexibly and adjust to everything, it's not a big task. accept every changes as a challenge, face positively anything, then we can, I'm sure if anything is not a big task and everything is easy for our life, it will be definitely to a, it's a, the showers of wishes for our life. Over to you.
Very well spoken, Govindu. Excellent. Indeed,
And
when the situations are tough, I think the people who can stand by it, who can overcome it, can really go further ahead. So you have to be tough in that situation to overcome a tough situation. You have to be tough. Indeed, that's what he said. Very well. I think DTM Amjad is busy.
I think Toastmaster Dinesh has joined just now.
Okay. Toastmaster Dinesh
So
is here.
Toastmaster Komodo, you can give him the
yes,
topic.
okay. Toastmaster Dinesh.
Hi, Komodo. Can you hear me?
Yes. Your topic is that it does not matter who, it does not matter who you used to be, it only matters who you become.
Thank you so much, TTM, Table Talking Master, and good evening, everyone. It does not matter who you are now, and yeah, only matters who you became. I think everyone have their humble background, right? We all started. Most of us has the different backgrounds, and it's just that how you take the opportunities. We all have the equal opportunities, at least to in some cases, and it's just that it's up to us how we grab that opportunity. It's not that we don't have the opportunity, it's how you take it and how we move on. So it's always wherever you are, like the whatever the position is you are holding, it's I just think yourself, you are doing better, and have a gratitude that you can improve from here and you can always go on from here. So but yeah, so it's just the daily steps, baby steps that you take day in and day out, that will take you better position, not to the but if you lose that discipline, then it will all stop over there. It's just that every day and every week that matters. Just we have to track our progress, how we have to where we are standing, and how far we can go from there. And yeah, so that's what matters. So it doesn't matter who you are, it's just only matters who you become. If you inspire a single person in a week, I think that will be more than enough. That will give you better satisfaction than not doing anything, sitting at home and doing it. Just the small words that sometimes make others feel better. Not always, but there are some conversations that makes better. So I feel, yeah, who you become matters more than where you are now. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dinesh. Wonderful speech. Toastmaster Amjad, are you there?
Let's all shout and call it. DTM Amjad, are you available?
DTM Amjad.
DTM Amjadji. Yes, there.
Yes. Good time.
Yes, ma'am. I'm here. Sir, Ajay sir.
Yes, okay.
It was the last and final call for you.
Sorry.
Your topic is, someone is sitting in the shade today because someone planted a tree a long time ago. Someone is sitting in the shade today because someone is planted a tree a long time ago. Warren Buffett saying.
Thank you so much, Madam Topics Master. Someone is sitting in the shade today because someone planted a tree a long time ago. I completely agree with the statement. That's what nowadays, at today's time, our Pakistani Prime Minister Imran Khan is concerned for, because he wants to plant billions of trees so tomorrow's nation, tomorrow's humanity can settle there and pray for him. I pray for Pakistan, pray for the nation. How many who passed, they thought about it? Perhaps none of them, or very, very few of them. I completely agree with the statement. If you feel you wanna do something now and get the reward right now, that is short term, and that does not work as a great leader. But if you wanna be called as great leader, definitely you have to do something, be patient, keep planting, keep watering, and tomorrow people will remember you. And when normally people call you, you may be lived forever. Forever means even after your death, when you are gone from this world, people will remember you in their books, in their speeches, and that's what's happening today for Qaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah. That's happening for Mr. Gandhi, because they did something which they are not enjoying right now, but they did for the nation, for humanity, for people. And today, everyone remembers them. Dr. Abdul Kalam. There are many people who have done something. They have served the humanity. There are many people who are billionaires, but people don't care about them. People care for people who work for people, who serve people, who care for them. Does not matter how much money they pour in, but the effort, but the concern, but the integration with them. So ladies and gentlemen, I completely agree with the statement. Let's plant at least one tree. So tomorrow, people would not know our name, but they will pray, whosoever has planted this tree, because of this tree, I'm sitting here and I can breathe well. And I'm not going to die right now. So we as a family, we love planting trees. When I go back home, my mother, she loves to plant trees. And we got this habit from her. And she always teaches us, plant something. It looks green, it looks cool, it looks natural. And when you stay with nature, you live longer. Ladies and gentlemen, let's live longer. Let's plant something today, as our parents, our grandparents, they have done something for us. So tomorrow, people will remember us as we are remembering our grandparents, our parents. Thank you so much, madam. I completely agree with your statement.
Thank you very much, DTM Amjad, an excellent speech. So I have completed all the topics to who
Thank you so much, Komodo. Really appreciate for your
for
your session. Who would like to give a topic to Komodo?
I already.
Okay, sorry, then that was my bad actually. I was busy somewhere else. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together to thank Toastmaster Komodo all the way from Sri Lanka for conducting this 201st session. Ladies and gentlemen, it was her maiden show and it was a successful one. Thank you so much, Komodo. Appreciate it. With that power vested in me as a host of this very meeting, I adjourn the meeting. Bye-bye.